Good morning, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlattt Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. This Is It Network is your global digital TV network, connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do so each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. I spoil myself by saying hi to all of you every day, Monday through Friday at around 11 o'clock Eastern. I'm a little tardy today. Had some really great meetings in the morning, going into some additional meetings this afternoon in attempting to get a bunch of stuff taken care of and done. Super excited about all that we've got going on here at This Is It Network, along with a lot of our promotional partners, our Screamer and membership communities. It's been awesome. The summer has been in full-fledged activities mode. And so for a lot of you, that might be happening for both business and for pleasure, right? For me personally and professionally, I've got a lot going on. We had a beautiful little family reunion this weekend. We had a family trip the week before. We've been just rocking and rolling, in addition to all the development and all the work that we're doing here at This Is It Network. So summers tend to be quite busy, especially since the kids are around so much more. I hope that you guys are having a great summer and able to balance it all. We are all doing our best to do so. And with that being said, today's morning message is just that. Sometimes we don't get to show up the way that we want to, right? We have all intentions of coming fully packed and ready to go. It was actually quite funny. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago now, maybe a week ago. I'm not even really quite sure. Yolanda Christopher, a good friend and a screamer and an amazing business owner. She spearheads, good morning, Summer. She spearheads the book club that I'm a part of and just does tons of work to connect and support remarkable women as well. And so we did a play date. Both of her sons are 6 years old, and my son is 6 years old, and my daughter is 12. And so I was like, oh, we're just going to go visit. I had all intentions of packing all the things. I'm packing the wine and the snacks and the lunches and all the things to be able to support, to make sure that when I came and I showed up, I didn't do so empty-handed. Ran out the door, left the wine, left the snacks, barely got my kids out the door with some swimmies and some pool gear. And she was so gracious when I showed up. Again, I'm disappointed. I'm empty-handed. I got the kids in tow, but not much else. And she was just like, I'm just happy that you're here. And whether or not that was true or not, it made me feel better. And I believe that to be true as a life lesson. You might not show up perfectly. You might not show up exactly how you intended, right? I intended to put the wine and the snacks in the car and got distracted with getting the floaties and making sure that all the other things were packed, that I forgot that beautiful gesture that I had intended to bring. And I came empty-handed, but I, in fact, showed up. Hello, how are you? Happy Monday. And so for me, for you to think about it, you might not necessarily show up the way you had intended. You might not necessarily show up perfectly. But your ability to, in fact, show up is important. Your ability to be present is necessary. And so we tend to forget about that. Yes, I'm going to show up. And if I show up, I only am going to show up in this particular way. Otherwise, what's the point of showing up at all? And the point of showing up is to, in fact, show up. So many of us are missing opportunities within the simple ability to be in the right room. To be in the right room, doing the right things, being yourself. You never know what's on the other end of it. On the flip side, a lot of people say this in the world of networking, right? They'll go to a networking event, traditional or non-traditional networking event. They'll get in their car and be like, that was a waste of time. I didn't meet anyone. There was no transactions had. But your ability to show up and be in that space, we all know those individuals, and I might be one of those. She is everywhere, right? I've heard a lot of people say that to me most recently. She is everywhere. Cheldin seems to be doing all of the things. Now, I get my sleep. I work on my balance. I figure out where I need to be. But me and the ability to show up is the majority of the battle. The majority of the battle, whether it's showing up online for you, it's today's morning message, or showing up to a networking event or participating in an event, speaking at an event, running a workshop, whatever. It's hard to be ignored when you, in fact, show up. It's hard for people not to know who you are, what you want, and why you deserve it when you, in fact, show up. So I challenge you today on this morning message number 568. I challenge you to think about how you are showing up. If you are showing up, how often you are showing up, and to whom you are showing up for. The majority of the battle is won by you simply being in the room. When you aren't in the room, my darling friends, it's easy for people to forget about your ambition. It's easy for them to forget about how amazing you are. Make sure that you do your best to show up in these spaces. You do your best to recognize what you are doing with your space and time. Am I showing up for myself? Is there a place that I need to be in this moment that will get me closer to what it is that I want? That will show and highlight why it is that I deserve it. And this is going out to those individuals, I hear you, I see you, that are tired. Oh, I just want to sit down. I just want to put my feet up. I believe you deserve that. But don't worry so much about showing up in a perfect way. I need you to show up anyway. I need you to be worried about that. We had a wonderful time at the pool with the kids. We were happy to share each other's company. Wouldn't it have been great to have another platter or a little bit more wine? Probably. But the time was spent and it was so wonderful. And we were spoiled with each other's company and we look to do it again. Will I make sure that I pack properly next time? Absolutely. But the key always is to show up. Not how you show up, but the fact in which you do. The fact in which you say, oh my goodness, I'm going to be present at that event. I'm going to attend that workshop. I want to listen to that webinar. I'm going to show up for myself, for everything that I deserve, everything that I've gone through, everything that I do, everything that I will continue to do. I will show up. I want to challenge you to do that. As we are hemming and hawing whether or not we got the perfect outfit on, they're just waiting for us to be in attendance. So what I need for you to do is find out where you need to be this week, today, and I need you to get there. I need you to be there and be present once you arrive and understand that it might not be an immediate transaction upon arrival or exit, but your presence there, your ability and willingness to show up will get you moving into the right direction. I'm Cheldin Barlattt Rumer, and this is it. So happy to be back on this Monday for morning message number 568. We have some exciting things happening this fall that we would love for you to be a part of. We have our This Is It Network Live Women's Conference. It's happening at Ocean Casino in Atlantic City. It's going to be on September 22nd through September 24th. You do not want to miss out. More information can be found within the post. Whether you're interested in attending, sponsoring, or participating in any way, we'd love to have you. It's going to be a fun-filled 3 days. And we have more information, again, that can be found at thisisitTV.com/live. Go check it out. If you are interested or in need of any personal branding assistance in order to keep you moving in the right direction so you can tell your story and scream your dream, I'd love to be able to help you out. More information can be found within the links within the post, or head over to thisisitTV.com/scream your dream. I would love to be able to help and point you in the right direction so you can get closer to what it is that you want. And don't forget to watch, follow, fan, and like all that we have going on here at This Is It Network by logging on to thisisitTV.com and follow, fanning, liking us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. It's so good to see you, Pat. It's so good to see you, Summer. Thank you for all you folks that are listening, follow, fanning, and liking us. We'll be back tomorrow with another morning message.